What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. How's it going, Mike?
Man, can't complain. Way glad to be back here dueling aces on a Tuesday. Kind of a disappointing slate, to be honest with you, but hey, you know us. We still found some plays, man. You're coming off what, back to back sweeps? I know you swept last night. What's going on with you?
Yeah, we had a nice little sweep last night off of 6 plays, almost
Woo! Very
cashing
nice.
5 units on a nice, about an 85% return on investment. Sunday was not a sweep, but Saturday we had an MLB sweep. So yeah,
Love
two
it.
sweeps in the last 3 days for the members, man. I can't complain.
I love it. That is outstanding. Glad to hear it. And honestly, I'm not surprised. It's what you do. Wade doing Wade things. He just gets the broom out. It seems like 2 or 3 days a week he gets the broom out for MLB. So, yep,
It's
love it. Love to see it.
we're starting to heat up, man. So it's I guess we'll see where we can take it. I'd love to keep cashing out tickets, that's for sure. So let's dive right into the slate today. Yeah, you mentioned it's just not that good of a slate. I struggled myself. We've unfortunately gave out a couple juicy plays today, but it's kind of one of those. And anyways, one thing I wanted to mention is coming off of a sweep. Maybe a smarter thing to do is not press forward anyways. You never want to give back those hard-earned profits that you just earned. So, if you profit 5 units, 6 units on a sweep, I'd suggest maybe only playing a couple plays the next day just to not overextend yourself and give it all back. Because there have been plenty of times where we've swept and then we went heavy the next day and gave it all back, and there may not be a worse feeling in the world than that. So, yeah,
I
we're playing it pretty light today. We've got a couple plays out, so yeah, let's get right into it, man. What do you got for play number one?
Yeah, I couldn't find any props I liked at all today. Y'all know
I
I
know,
love the
I
K
know.
props, but I just couldn't find one. I found a few that maybe I like, but just not enough to pull the trigger. But went with a side. Played this on the open yesterday. You still get a decent line. Played the Guardians minus 117 yesterday. You still get minus 125. Like them quite a bit over the Brew Crew. What is going on with Milwaukee, Big Wade? I don't understand that lineup. That last year they were great, but this year they cannot get it going. Dead last in baseball last 2 weeks, WRC plus, not hitting at all. Just 22nd against lefties in that same stat overall this season. Not a big Logan Allen guy for Cleveland. Actually prefer Quinn Priester a little bit over him in the starting pitcher matchup, but gotta love the Cleveland bullpen, just as solid as ever. Maybe not quite as dominant as last year, but still very good, man. I mean, 10th and 5th. Milwaukee ranks 19th in that category. They're solid eighth in the K minus BB rate that I like to look out for bullpens. Milwaukee just 21st in that category. My goodness. So even though slight edge to Milwaukee on starting pitching, put it all together though, the fact we get the better bullpen, the much better lineup. Cleveland does miss Josh Nader a little bit. They miss Naylor's power, but we still got my guy, Jose Ramirez, one of Wade's favorite guys, too. He's still out there raking the ball. Cleveland, not great, but they're much better than Milwaukee so far as offense, 14th against righties. Yeah, I played the Guardians. I think the price is too cheap, man, especially at home. I look for the Brewers lineup to just stay cold. I don't know what's going on with them, but they're not showing any signs of busting out of their slump. They were shut out again yesterday. So I'm just going to keep playing against them.
Yeah, it's a tough look, man. I'm not the biggest Allen fan. He walks a lot of batters, but he can usually keep the earned runs in check. So it's not a bad look, especially against a struggling Brewers team. I don't expect them to get much more than maybe 2 runs on him, especially on the road. So
Yeah,
yeah, it's a
yeah.
very good look. I like it.
Thank you, sir. What do you got, my man? Give it to
Yeah,
us.
we'll start with the parlay today. I'm gonna give out get all DraftKings minus 116 when I gave this out. Jose Barrios to get 4 strikeouts, and I paired that with Brian Wu to go under 18 and a half outs. Um,
Nice.
Barrios can kind of be all over the place this year, but I think he might have settled in after his last couple games. He has 5+ strikeouts and 5 straight head-to-head matchups with the Rays, and we're only looking for 4 here, so I really think this is a pretty good spot for him. He's actually hit 6 twice. He faced them 3 times last season. He hit 6 twice against them. So I actually think the Rays are striking out a little bit more now than they were last year. They were still a pretty high strikeout rate team last year, but right now they're second most strikeout rate in the last 15 days, sixth most all season to right-handed pitchers. And then on the Brian Wu, this is a tough one. We kind of debated his silver 17 and a half was available. It's probably good. I think this is probably a good spot that we could probably middle him, as we like to say. But I think his under 18.5 outs is the best way to go here. He's facing Yankees 3 times. He's been under against the Yankees all 3 times. And his actual worst start against them was at home his last year when he only went 14 outs. I think it really just takes a super efficient outing to go 19 against this roster. They can hit for power and they can walk a lot. Two things that can kind of destroy a hitter, even though Wu, he's one of those guys I like to target under 5.5 hits against. I think they could possibly find 5 or 6 on him, and even if they only find that 4 or 5 hits off of him, those 4 or 5 hits could be damaging enough to get him out of there. So the Yankees ranked number one versus right-handed pitchers in on base percentage and WRC plus the last 14 days. So I just think these are two pretty good spots, two pretty good high hit rates. Um, I think it's a pretty good spot to lock this in.
Yeah, I like it quite a bit. That you and I talked off air about the Barrios. That was one on my leans list. So yeah, definitely can support that quite a bit. You mentioned it, Tampa, K'ing a lot more than they did a year ago. I think they're tied for sixth in baseball in K rate
Yeah,
against righties. Barrios is also pretty dominant at home, so I think you should be just
yeah.
fine with that one. And yeah, also like the outs play on Wu as well. So well, let's cash that parlay, baby. Let's
Yeah,
go.
Barrios has hit 4 strikeouts in 18 of his last 20 games. So
Go.
outside of him getting blown up, I think he'll be fine there.
Yeah, yeah. I don't see that with this, this Tampa lineup. I don't see him. Yeah, I don't really see him blowing him up, especially on the road in the dome there in Toronto. Should be pretty safe. I like that for quite a bit actually.
Yeah. What you got for your second play, my man?
Yeah, I had to dig hard for this one, man. It's a light slate for me. I only have 3 plays today. I usually try to have five when you consider sides and props both. I only have three overall. Added this one this morning, and I'll admit it's just because I like those starting pitching. I didn't really try to outsmart myself. Go St. Louis at Philly under 4.5 runs. The first five,
Mm.
you can get that -135 over at DK right now. Kind of scary to fade these offenses a little bit, but man, oh man, I've always had a soft spot in my heart for Sonny Gray. He grew up right down the road from me here in Smyrna, Tennessee. He's still getting it done too. He's getting on up there in age, but he's still striking out a ton of guys. He's what 69% down K rate, 81st percentile walk rate. So he's just not walking a lot of guys. Good control. Got nasty breaking pitches still. I like it. He's 35, but still in a pretty decent groove. Facing one of the hottest lefties in baseball, Jesus Luzardo. My goodness, 3-0 with a 2.11 ERA, a 3.26 expected ERA. So he's not just getting lucky. He's whiffing a ton of guys. My goodness, 85th percentile in whiff rate, mainly because that sweeper is just flat out nasty. Even with the Cards' hot bats, they have won 9 in a row, so they are really in good form. I think Lazaro can at least keep them somewhat contained here through the first five. Just like it. That and weather, it's a little bit dicey there in Philly. May not even get this game in. I don't know. High chance of rain. But if they do play, it's going to be a little bit on the chilly side. It's going to be a little light drizzle. I don't think the ball's going to carry that well. Citizens Bank Park typically hitter friendly type venue. But in this kind of weather tonight, I don't see it. I'd lean more toward the pitchers having a dominant outing. Even with Gray and Lazardo, if they get in trouble, they've got the kind of K stuff that can get them out of jams, the strikeout or two when they need it. I played the under in the first five, Big Wade. Very reluctantly, I might add. Usually, when I play these unders, they somehow bite me in the butt. But hey, let's roll with it.
No, I mean I like it, man. They both pitchers against the opposing lineups, at least what they've seen, they both have excellent launch angles. Neither one of them have very dangerous ones. They both have expected batting averages pretty low. Um, expected WOBA's pretty low, so I think this is a pretty good spot. You
Appreciate it, man.
can catch the Phillies on a cold day any day and strike them out. So the
Yeah,
Cardinals, even with Lazardo and his nasty sweeper, he might find it pretty hard to strike out the Cardinals roster. They're not a high strikeout rate, and then he's faced them the guys he has faced. He has 29 plate appearances, and he only has a 17% strikeout rate. So I'm not sure if Lazardo should be on anybody's strikeout radar today. I'm not sure. That's a tough call. They're just not striking out a lot right now.
true that. Absolutely. The main kicker for me, and you hit on it, Sonny Gray, 163 plate appearances against expected batting or just one. 99.
Yeah, yeah,
He's really
yeah,
owned this Phillies line.
yeah.
Trey Turner's hit him pretty well, but man, I can't believe he's really kept Kyle Schwarber and Bryce Harper under wraps, which, hey, hats off to him. I don't know how he's done it, but yeah, hopefully he keeps that current form up. We cash this under 4.5 here in the first 5 innings. That's what we're rolling with. What about you, big guy? You got a final play for the people here?
I do have a final play. Yeah,
Let's
let's
go.
get last week's back. Last week we went 1 and 3 on our main
Oh,
plays.
no,
We went
thanks.
two and
Thanks.
three when I added the bonus play onto there. So can't remember exactly what that puts us. I think I was we were 17-4, so that probably puts us at what 19-7 now.
Yeah, that's
Make sure you guys go check out eatwatchbet.com for all your betting insights and needs. If you guys want to sign up for a new sports book, go check out eatwatchbet.com. You guys can get sportsbook matches at DraftKings. I know they've got a FanDuel offer over there as well. So go check that out if you guys want to sign up for any new sports books. That's pretty important to everybody. And you can always get free bet articles. You got NBA playoffs going on right now. Obviously, you got some you'll have some MLB articles, PGA articles coming out. You have UFC later this week. So yeah, make sure you guys go check out eatwatchbet.com. If you guys want some other articles as well, um, bettersinsider.com and then hellorookie.com are also two other websites you guys can check out. So make sure you guys
yeah.
don't miss those.
I appreciate that, Big Wade. Y'all check out Wade's already got a PGA championship article up over at bettersinsider.com. Did a fantastic job of that. Posted that late yesterday. He's going to have
Yeah,
a lot
baby.
of golf this week, guys. We got a major this week with the PGA. Don't miss out. He's going to have a play, a little bit later on here. Some underdog slips will be up.
Yep.
More important, check out his Discord, guys. He's been selling picks for a long, long time. Very, very profitable in every sport, but especially MLB. Tons of units, won really on a weekly basis. Wade's just money, guys. We talked about he swept the board 2 out of the last 3 days. Even if you're a small bettor, you're going to make your monthly, whatever he's charging monthly, you're going to make it back the first few days. So really just the learning experience itself, even for small bettors, I highly, highly recommend it. Just the info he puts behind each play. Learn how to really handicap MLB if you ever want to do it yourself. Wade's one of the best guys in the business to learn from. He's got the heart of a teacher. Highly recommend his Discord, so don't miss out on that. But yeah, let's get it.
Appreciate that, man. Yeah, guys, go check out. Come join us over with for a free 3-day trial right now. You guys can come check us out. The link in the description and the link in I guess all my social media accounts. You can come peek behind the curtain and come join us for 3 days and come make some money.
Let's
Our
go.
last play today, man. I'm
Let's go.
kind of hate giving these out because the odds suck so much, but it is what it is.
We'll take it.
Gave out Schwellenbach under 1.5 walks, minus
Okay.
160. I was waiting around for it a little bit to see if it would come down anymore, and it just hasn't. So ended up giving that out at minus 160. Played a little bit more than 1% just to get a little bit more of a return back. Um,
Sure.
I just don't think they're going to change that line. But anyways, head to head, he had one on them last season. He's cashed this in 12 of his last 13 games at home, and they walk bottom 10 to right-handed pitchers this season. They, by that, I mean the Nationals. Four straight right-handed pitchers have been under against the Nationals, and he currently is one of the highest. He's in one of the highest percentiles in walk rates in baseball right now, sitting about the 90th percentile, walking around 6%. So I
Love
think this is a pretty good look. They're just not a scary lineup. They don't have guys that you really need to walk around, and I think this is a pretty safe bet for the odds that it is.
Yeah, I like that quite a bit. Y'all know I'm a Braves fan through and through, and I love old Spencer Schwarzenegger Swellenbach. He's one of my guys. Yeah, great find here, Wade. Love it that he's in the 90th percentile, as you say, in walk rate this year. You go back to last season, made 21 starts last season, the 95th percentile walk rate last year. So it's not like it's just a 8 game sample size fluke. That's over 29 big league starts. He's up in that 90 to 95th percentile, pretty doggone good. Real honestly, I'm really surprised they made this line 1.5 weight. I would have thought it would have been a half. I think you got a steal in the line there. Good find.
Yeah, I think it definitely should be one of those plays that's, which I'm actually not sure why it's not. It should be a -210 play. Maybe the weather, maybe the books think
Maybe.
that, I've noticed that a couple of times this year that when the weather affects games, the books will adjust odds more than they should, I guess. So,
Yeah, interesting.
but either way, man, we'll recap these picks real quick. Mike, you gave out what, the Cleveland Guardians
Yeah, let's
to
go
win their
Guardians.
game.
Yep, yep,
I
-3
think they'll get a nice 4-2 victory there for you
that'll work.
today.
I'll take
And
that.
I gave out a parlay of Jose Barrios 4Ks with Brian Wu to go under 18.5 outs.
Like
And then
it.
we've got the Phillies game to go under first five, 4.5 runs. And then our last play is old Spencer Schwellenbach to go under 1.5 walks against the Nationals.
Like it. Like it. Good stuff. Let's go 3-1 or better, Big Wade. What do you think? Actually, let's just sweep it. Yeah, screw
Yeah,
the
I think
3.
we'll be able to do a sweep. No bonus play today. Don't have a lot of plays to give out, but definitely on our next play, we'll probably have a pretty loaded slate. I've already looked ahead. The next couple of days are looking pretty prime for some starting pitching
Come
matchups. So
on, baby. Come on. We'll
yeah, I
see.
appreciate everybody watching today. Mike, always appreciate your time.
Yes, sir.
Let's cash these tickets and good luck, everybody.
Be good, y'all. Later.